business, I'm on my business. Stack chicken like what it's gon' be.
Alright guys, for the first time we have a change in this game to the actual meta of the game. I know I am looking over here. My screen's over here with it, not of the camera. I'm sorry, I know it looks kind of weird. I'll try to change it in the future, but I can't right now. So yeah guys, finally a change happened to balance out the game. This post will be linked down below. It's on the Apex Reddit. It's by the actual community manager. It says up here. And then they talk about the future and what they want to bring. They don't tell much about the seasons that they're talking about, but they do say it is coming. It will take some time, but they'd rather have it come out perfect instead of rushing it out. They talk about how they think about balance and all this, but this isn't really what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about what changed, the weapon balance. So they do say that they do feel that the overall wingmans with the skull piercer is a little bit stronger, but they did say they designed the weapon with a higher ceiling. So what they mean is they want that gun to be a high risk, high reward type gun. So they want the gun to be, if you hit your shots, it's 100% worth it. But if you miss your shots, you're going to pay for it. They want that gun to be like that, and that's also what they want for the Peacekeeper. So what they did is they ended up changing a few things to kind of nerf the gun, but not really. The gun's still pretty much amazing and still probably still the meta of the game. But they want to make it more like if you miss your shot, you're going to pay for it. They don't want the gun to be easy for everybody to use. They want it to be a little bit harder. So what they did to the Ringman is they slowly made it so you shoot a little bit slower. You will notice it when you use it. It's not much, but you will notice it. And then the skull piercer headshot damage has been reduced just a tiny bit though. I don't know if you can still one tap people and destroy people if they don't have shields. You probably still can. You should be able to. It would make sense. But yeah, it did get a little bit of a delay from 2.5 to 2.25. Not too much of a difference. This one right here, the increased hip fire, I don't know how this works because a lot of people don't know the wingman. No matter what, if you're hip firing, you always hit the dead center. Even if you shoot it as fast as you can, you will always hit that dead center dot. It's just a visual effect, the hip fire. It's been like that the whole time since the release. I have not played since the update. I will play, and then it should be the same. I've been seeing people play, and it's still the same, so I don't know if that's just a placebo effect for the hip fire and all that stuff. It doesn't really do anything. But yeah, it should still be 100% accuracy. I don't know what they plan to change with this one. I don't get it. And the Peacekeeper, they made the bolt chamber rate a lot reduced. So basically you're just going to cock the gun slower and reload it. Not the end of the world, but they want you to feel it so that when you miss somebody, you actually do struggle. They don't want you to be able to just slaughter people. And then this is the bad one right here. The Wingman and Peacekeeper's availability has been reduced in all zone tiers. That means no matter where you drop in the map, even if it is a high loot zone, there's a lower chance that you're going to find a Wingman and a Peacekeeper as of before. Not sure how I feel about this. The Wingman you find everywhere, so I guess that's a good thing. They started to dumb it down. The Peacekeeper, I feel like I never find it, but if I do find it, I feel like I find 40 of them. There's no in between. I don't know why it's like that. But yeah, I guess I'll slow it down. We'll see how this is in the next couple weeks, see how it feels. If there's less of them in the game, I doubt it. People will still be fighting for it and killing for it and taking it off the guy. Then increased availability of energy ammos in all tier zones. Or in all zone tiers, which is good. Energy ammo is nowhere. It really sucks if you get a Devotion or a Havoc and you want to use it, and then you get that gold turbocharger, and then you just can't use it because you can't find energy ammo. Like, because you get like 20 a thing, and then you'll use it on one guy, and then you're screwed. You won't find it ever. It's a lot hard to find, or a lot harder to find than most ammos. I'm super tired, guys. Just got off work. That's why I'm mixing up all my words. And then they talk about why no P220 or P2020 and the Mazam blah blah blah, the shitty shotgun pistol. I can't read it. So it says they love all the memes. Good to know. But they do say they want a power curve. The power curve basically means that they want some guns that when you drop into the game, if you pick it up, it's a bad gun. They want it to be one that you can find everywhere, a last resort. As soon as you hit the ground, You can get a kill. It's a little bit better than your fist, but they want it to be one of those guns that you got to get rid of immediately. They got to have crappy guns in the game. They got to have, as soon as you hit the ground, not everybody has to have the best gun in the game. They want throwaway guns that you get just for the spare moment as soon as you drop. And then besides that, they do talk about some crashes that they fixed with different characters. One for Caustic, Pathfinder, and then Gibraltar. And then it talks about removing attachments and spectator modes. All those were causing crashes. They weren't 100% like every time, but it did happen a lot. I did have it happen more on PC than I did on my Xbox. But yeah, and then they talk about how they want to change the hitboxes for the characters. Because if you don't know, Gibraltar is actually about 3 times bigger than Wraith, and they have the same health. It's harder to hit Wraith, but you can hit Gibraltar like anything. He's a building. He's giant. So they were talking about different ways to balance him. I really think the best way to balance him is to give him a little bit more health. Give him like 25% more health. Yes, he does have a shield, but that shield doesn't really do much. It saves you from like 2 or 3 shots, which is good to have and all, but if they shoot your legs or your head, you don't have it. It's no point. You're just a brick building. And then they talk about how they changed the hitbox size to fit the characters better for Caustic, Pathfinder, and Gibraltar. Good. They needed that. I felt like they could shoot over your shoulder here and it would still hit you. Don't know. I guess they made it fit better. I hope so. And then they talk about a bunch of random stuff, and they said if these changes aren't enough, they will change them at the beginning of the first season. And then they talk about different stuff they actually did to it. And then they said for these kind of characters, they don't just want to change it drastically. They want to make those big tank characters that are just huge. They want to make them stronger. They want to make it more worth it to use that character. That way you're not just a bigger target with no need to be that target. So Caustic, his cooldown got increased by 5 seconds, which is weird. I don't think he needed that. They increased the radius by 10%. Won't be that much, but you will feel it in those tight, close corners. Those gas will hit you real fast. And then remove the 1 second delay to the smoke to dealing damage to players, which is good. It really sucked if you threw it in a building and then the gas came out and then they had time to run away from you. That sucked because you just wasted it. They were able to get out of the gas. Once that gas goes off, I feel like it should hurt you immediately and just hit you. This is the big one. Everybody's happy about this one. I don't know why, but the insider knowledge. So Pathfinder can find those beacons to show a next circle. They increase the amount from 12 to 10, and everybody's happy about that. I don't understand why. I don't get why that's such a big thing. 2 more isn't going to change the game at all. I guess that's a good thing. To be honest, your team maybe hits 1 or 2 when you play. If they're not going to hit all 12, there's not 12 circles. I don't get it. I don't get why that's a really good thing. I don't think that was needed. I don't think we'd ever even notice to begin. And then Lifeline's care package, they removed a slight chance to get a level 4 armor and helmets. I've seen this once. I've played so many games, it's ridiculous of this. And I've seen a gold helmet drop once. It made me feel really cool. I didn't call it in. My friend called it, and I stole it. Yeah, because I'm an asshole. But yeah, guys. I don't know why they got rid of that. It was a very, very, very slight chance, but I think they should have kept that in there. I guess they don't want gold stuff coming from the Lifeline care package, because then you can just kind of farm them with the ultimate charges. Then Wraith, her cooldown is increased by 5 seconds to the end of the void once she does her little invincibility, and then you can still see a little trail. They increase that by 5 seconds. And then Bangalore's double time reduced movement speed from bonus to 30 from 40, so she runs 10% less as fast. I guess that's good. I really loved running fast with her. That's my favorite thing about her, is her movement. It makes it worth it. But yeah, you guys feel good about all these changes? I think it's a good thing. I can't wait to see what they bring with the season pass and all this kind of stuff. Again, this link will be down below. They did talk about how they don't want updates to be a weekly thing and do it every single week, because they don't want to push stuff out and break games and just push out little tiny updates. They'd rather wait a little bit longer and then do a huge update. A huge update would be better for the game, instead of doing multiple tiny ones that can crash it and do other stuff like, Fortnite. They do that pretty often. They do updates every week, and a lot of the times they break something in those updates, and then they have to remove the whole item. It's probably better if they wait like this. That way they can test it out, make sure it's running right and everything. I don't know. Looks good for me. If everything keeps going like this, I think there's a good future. Change I want to see is I want the wingman and the peacekeeper to have lower ammo capabilities, or the R301, the light ammo, make it so you can stack more, because it's not fair. You can grab 10 stacks of the shotgun, you're good for the game. You never need to touch it again. You'll have enough ammo to last you 3 games. You can do that with the shotgun and the wingman. Grab the ammo, and you barely need any to last you the whole game. All the machine guns, you need like 7 slots of just ammo if you want to play beginning to end with that game, if you're going for kills. Because once you get like 5 or 6 kills, you've needed to stock up ammo so many times, you might as well be changing weapons and might as well be using the wingman and the peacekeeper. Besides that, I think everything else will be good. I think they need to increase the ammo stacks for those guns, and then probably give Gibraltar and all the giant people more health, like 25% more, and maybe take Wraith and decrease her health by 15. Not that much. Make her a little bit smaller, because she's already a hard target to hit. Might as well decrease her just a tiny bit, not too much, or make her stand up when she runs. It'd be a lot easier. She bends over like Sonic when she's running, and you can't even shoot her. But yeah, guys, that's it. I've been going live on Mixer all the time. The link will be down below. Make sure you guys go follow and come hang out. We've been playing with everybody. And then yeah, guys, I'm out. More reviews will be soon.